Tablets are in a very funny place right now. For a lot of people, you want a bigger screen than your phone. But you don't want to spend laptop money. You just want something for videos, online classes, PDFs, notes, browsing, and light work. And that's exactly where the new TECNO MegaPad 2 is trying to enter. This is an 11-inch tablet with a 2.5K 90Hz display, 4G lights, 8,200 mAh battery, quad speakers, iOS 16, and a full metal body that is only 6.6mm slim. The question is simple: is this actually useful for students, workers, and everyday people, or is it just another big Android screen? Well, I've been using it, and so let's talk about it properly. The first thing you need to understand is that TECNO MegaPad 2 is not trying to be a replacement for a high-end laptop. Let's put that across. This is more of a steady entertainment and everyday productivity tablet. So think of the person who wants to read lecture slides, watch YouTube, join online classes, open Google Docs, browse the web, use websites, check emails, watch movies, and maybe do some simple editing or content planning. In Ghana, that actually makes sense. Not everyone wants to carry a laptop everywhere. And sometimes you just want something lighter with a bigger screen than your phone. Something you can use on campus, in the office, at home, or even inside a tutorial where you're trying to revise something before class. And because this one supports 4G lights, you're not fully dependent on Wi-Fi. Put in your SIM, get data, and you're good. That alone makes it more practical for our market. Now let's start with the design. This MegaPad 2 has a full metal body and it's surprisingly slim at 6.6mm. For a tablet with an 11-inch display this much, once a tablet feels too thick or too heavy, you stop carrying it around. It becomes one of those devices that stays on your bed until the battery actually dies. But this one feels like something you can actually move around with. It has that clean, simple tablet look. For students, this is nice because it feels more premium than basic plastic tablets. For work, it doesn't look childish. And for content consumption, the size is big enough to make watching movies, YouTube, and football highlights feel way better than using a phone. Another thing I like about the Ghanaian package is that TECNO gives you a free case when you buy it here. And honestly, for a tablet, that matters. Phones can survive small scratches here and there, but tablets, they are different. Screen is bigger, the body is wider, and once you start carrying it around for school, work, church meetings, or travel, you really don't want to be raw dogging an 11-inch tablet with no protection. The display is one of the biggest selling points here. You're getting an 11-inch 2.5K IPS display with a 90Hz refresh rate, and this is where the MegaPad 2 starts making sense. The screen is large enough for reading PDFs, splitting attention between notes and research, watching tutorials, and even using it as a second device when you're working. The 2.5K resolution means text looks sharper, videos look cleaner, and you're not constantly zooming in just to read small details. That matters if you're a student. Reading lecture notes on a blurry screen is punishment. Your eyes will start questioning your life decisions in the process. The 90Hz refresh rate also keeps the tablet feel smoother when scrolling through social media, websites, documents, or just moving around the interface on the device. It's not just about gaming. A higher refresh rate makes everyday use feel more comfortable. And TECNO also added 2 VRINLAND low blue light hardware certification. So the eye care angle is not just software market. It is designed to reduce blue light exposure at the hardware level for long reading sessions that actually matter. Inside, the TECNO MegaPad 2 is powered by the MediaTek MT8781, an 8-core processor. This is not a flagship gaming chip. This is a tablet chip built for everyday use, so your expectations should be realistic. For browsing, watching videos, online classes, Google Docs, emails, WhatsApp, Telegram, reading, and light multitasking, it handles that kind of work pretty well. For gaming, casual games should be okay. But if you're buying this mainly to run heavy games at high graphics, this is not the tablet I'll point you to first. And that's not an insult to the tablet, in no way. It's just knowing what the device is built for. The MegaPad 2 is more of a smart, steady, and productivity tablet than a serious gaming machine. This is also the first MegaPad with iOS, and one that runs iOS 16. iOS on a tablet is interesting because TECNO is clearly trying to make this more than just a big phone interface. You have the normal Android tablet experience, but TECNO is adding its own ecosystem features, AI tools, and device connectivity. One of the highlighted features is One Leap ecosystem connectivity. That means TECNO wants this tablet to work better with other TECNO devices, especially for people already using TECNO phones or laptops. So the value here is not just the tablet alone. It's the idea that your phone, tablet, tablets and other devices can work seamlessly together smoothly. For me, this is important because Android tablets have always had one major problem. The hardware can be good, but the software has to make you actually want to use the bigger screen. Another thing I noticed is that it comes with useful apps already installed, including WPS Office. Now, this is a small thing, but for the person this tablet is targeting, it actually matters a lot if you're a student or someone using this for work. WPS means you can open documents, PDFs, presentations, and spreadsheets almost immediately after setting up the tablet. So right out of the box, you are not just holding a big screen or display. You can start doing actual school or office work, you can read lecture slides, open assignments, view PDFs, type documents, and handle basic productivity without first stressing over which app to download. And that fits the whole study hub idea TECNO is pushing here. TECNO is calling this the ultimate study hub. I actually like that positioning because it gives us a clear way to judge the tablet. The MegaPad 2 has an 8200 mAh battery, and for a tablet, that is a good size. In real life, this should comfortably handle long sessions of video watching, reading, browsing, and online classes. For students, this is important because you don't want a tablet that dies halfway through lectures. For workers, you don't want to carry charger stress everywhere. And for entertainment, you want to watch a movie or series without checking battery percentage every 10 minutes. The charging speed is 18 watts, and this is one area where I wish it was faster because 8200 mAh is a big battery, and 18 watt charging means when the battery is low, you need some more patience. It's not terrible, but it's also not fast by today's standards. So my advice is simple. Charge it overnight or charge it before you go out. The battery size is good, the charging speed is okay, but not exciting. For audio, you are getting quad speakers with DTS. This is a very important part of the tablet experience. When you buy a tablet, you're probably going to use it for movies, YouTube, TikTok, online classes, video calls, and maybe music in the background. Quad speakers actually help make the sound feel wider and more enjoyable than what you get from most phones. For watching content in bed, in your room, or even using it while cooking or doing chores, the speaker setup should make a big difference. And for online classes or meetings, better speakers also mean you don't always need earphones. The MegaPad 2 has an 8 megapixel front camera and an 8 megapixel rear camera. Now, let's be honest, nobody's buying an 11-inch tablet to become a professional photographer. Don't be that person at weddings holding a big tablet in the air to take pictures. We are begging you. But the front camera matters a lot. For tablets, the camera is made for video calls, online classes, Zoom meetings, WhatsApp video calls, and maybe scanning documents here and there. So I care about whether the front camera is clear enough for calls, whether skin tones look decent, and whether it handles indoor lighting well. The rear camera is useful for scanning notes, capturing documents, and quick reference photos, for those of you who care to know. But if your main concern is photography, use your phone. One thing I really like is the 4G Lite support. For a part of the world, that matters more than people think. Wi-Fi is not everywhere. With 4G Lite, the tablet becomes more independent. You don't always have to hotspot from your phone and watch both devices suffer together. That also makes it useful for younger students, parents buying a learning device, small business owners, and people who want a bigger screen for work without depending on Wi-Fi all the time. TECNO is also pushing the AI angle here with smarter AI. For students, useful AI should help with summaries, writing, translation, learning, notes organization, and productivity. For workers, useful AI should help with emails, documents, planning, and quick information. For everyday users, it should make the tablet easier to use, not just add another button nobody touches. So far, the biggest strengths of the TECNO MegaPad 2 are clear. The 11-inch 2.5K display is the main attraction. The 90Hz refresh rate makes it feel smoother. The 8200 mAh battery gives it proper endurance potential. The full metal 6.6mm body makes it feel more premium, and the quad speakers make it better for entertainment. The 4G Lite support also makes it more useful in places where Wi-Fi is not always guaranteed. These combinations make it feel like a tablet built for students, casual work, entertainment, and everyday use, but it's not perfect. The 18 watt charging could have been faster, especially with a battery this size. The MediaTek processor is fine for everyday use, but it's not the chip for someone buying the tablet mainly for heavy tasks or power user performance. The cameras are useful, but mostly for video calls and scanning, not serious photography. And with Android tablets, software experience matter a lot. So iOS 16 has to prove that it can make the big screen genuinely useful, not just bigger. Those are the things I'll keep watching as I use it more. I want to hear from you. Would you buy a tablet like this for school, work, movies, or just as a bigger screen for everyday use? And if you already use a tablet, what do you actually use it for the most? Drop it in the comments. We will talk more, Charlie.